We do have an image of who we believe is the suspect and his vehicle. We've released that information to the media.
I would like to begin by announcing some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus.
The Americans said we don't want you here. That's why we elected President Trump.
It comes from China.
Racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China.
And we're going to start in Atlanta. 8 people were killed in the city and at least 1 wounded in those attacks yesterday night. And at least half of the victims are believed to be Asian women.
A string of violent attacks against elderly Asian Americans has law enforcement on alert. Advocates say these attacks became more prevalent after former President Trump began routinely using racist language to describe the pandemic.
The China virus. Say the term again.
A person at the White House used the term Kung flu. My question is, do you think that's wrong, Kung flu? And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might target that?
No, not at all. I think they probably would agree with it 100%. It comes from China.
Oh, asshole. Trump, God bless Trump, we're going to nuke you guys.
In a 12-month period starting last March, they've recorded about 3,800 self-reported incidents of anti-Asian hate.
Go to your own country. Go to your own country, dreamer.
Asian American hate is as old as American history.
In the Atlanta metropolitan area, white supremacists followed the 45th president's rhetoric.
The shooting spree began around 5 p.m. Monday at Young's Asian Massage Parlor in Cherokee County, 30 miles north of Atlanta. 2 victims died at the scene, 2 more at the hospital. Less than an hour later, police were called to Gold Spa, an Atlanta massage parlor, where police say 3 women who appeared to be Asian had been shot and killed.
While at that location, we received another call across the street at shots fired.
That location was aromatherapy spa, where another victim, who also appeared to be an Asian woman, died.
Many spoke out, including Jeremy Lin, who was recently racially abused in a G League basketball game. This is so heartbreaking. Praying for our world. To my Asian American family, please take time to grieve, but know you're loved, seen, and important. We have to keep standing up, speaking out, rallying together, and fighting for change. We cannot lose hope. LeBron James tweeted, "My condolences goes out to the families of all the victims and the entire Asian community tonight in Atlanta at the aromatherapy spa. Coward-ass young man, just senseless and tragic." Tragic is an understatement. Families have lost loved ones. Lulu Wang tweeted, "I know these women. The ones working themselves to the bone to send their kids to school, to send money back home, in too much pain to know what else to say, so I'll just leave this here." For me personally, as a skeptic from time to time, this spin that I'm about to show you really shook me.
He has some issues, potentially sexual addiction, and may have frequented some of these places.
Was this racially motivated?
As the chief indicated, it's still early, but the indicators right now are it may not be.
It may not be? Like, for real? He targeted Asian spas. The hate and violence continues to trend upwards in this country. So much so that the House Judiciary Committee is holding a hearing. Yet there was another way to frame this entire thing so unbelievably poorly.
And he was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him.
It's almost like they're sympathetic. There should be no wiggle room in instances like this. Yes, a hate crime ensued. Let's keep it real. He went after Asian massage parlors and spas because of the hateful rhetoric used and the blame that continued for about a year on people who had absolutely nothing to do with this. The fact this isn't even 24 hours old and we're getting these responses from law enforcement is troubling. Yet in the same vein, at least to me, unsurprising.